Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Today is Tuesday, May 4th, 2021, and this is Mary at the.meri.atelier, and I'm up and I'm ready to do some art. I'm ready to do some art. Woohoo! Hi, Clint. Welcome, Clint. Hi, Arlene. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, well, I don't always have planned out what I'm going to do, but I thought I would see if my rusting has baked here. I think it has. I had it in the oven for about 6 or 7 hours. So let's put my rubber gloves or my plastic gloves on and see what we can find. Hi, Mitzi. Good morning. Arlene is here, Mitzi's here, and Clint is here. Early birds. Early birds. I'm rolling up my sleeves, just in case. But I think the rust is pretty well has baked onto this. I'm going to put some wax paper down. Although I really don't need wax paper on this drop sheet. It's getting pretty well and worn. Well, let me get I have 4 boxes of wax paper here, and I reach for the aluminum foil. Good morning. Hi, Tina, Attaché Papers. Good morning, good morning. Tina, who I want to call Jill all the time. So I think I just about have everything I want rusted. There might be a couple items. I still want to do the scissors. I think you can see that pretty good. And I have little baggies out here someplace to put everything in. So let's put my gloves on. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Today is Tuesday. We went to town yesterday, and I bought more flowers. I just about have all my porch flowers. Now I have to go back and get dirt. I've got to have dirt to put them in. I did buy a package of potting soil. It's getting kind of late, but I want to try to start some cherry tomatoes. I should have started them in March. But tomatoes are a hot weather plant, so, and I just got what I think are patio tomatoes, little cherries tomatoes. But we bought tomatoes yesterday and peppers, green peppers, and I bought marigold and impatient and begonia, and I bought a lavender plant. My brother goes, "Jish!" Every time he goes, "Jish," I know that he thinks I shouldn't buy it. He's like, "You're not going to pay that for that." It's a fairly large lavender plant. And I'm going, yes, I am, because I have trouble growing lavender for some reason. They say it's easy to grow in bad soil, but I don't know. I haven't had luck with it. I did have luck with what I put in last year, and I think it might be coming back. I'm not sure. Okay, so let's see. This is parchment paper, so I might just keep that. I have parchment paper on the top and on the bottom. And then I have some grommets. A lot of grommets. I bought a lot of grommets so that I could punch holes and have it for binding. And then I have fabric here. The grommets are... So yeah, I'm gonna like this, I think. Now I'll have to... Yeah. Question, Mary. Is there any smells when you do your rust? Well, Mitzi, when I cook it in the oven, peroxide and vinegar might smell a little, but I put a lid on it, so I don't really smell it, but it does foam up. So it doesn't fizz up. It kind of gets a foam on the top of it, and it will get warm. So you kind of want to have it in a container that will hold your liquid with a little left over. I mean, you don't want to fill it clear to the top of the container because it will foam. And I thought I had the lid on it the other morning, but evidently I didn't, and I spilled some on this carpet. But I ran and got the Resolve, and that took it right out. But I didn't notice a smell. But when you cook it, when you put it in the oven, because I'm using peroxide and vinegar, I do smell the vinegar and it just smells like vinegar cooking. I do smell that. But as far as a really obnoxious smell or a chemical type smell, I don't notice that. But I do smell the vinegar cooking when I put it in the oven. Hi, Nina. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Kimberly. Welcome, welcome. They're saying good morning. Yeah, you just wondered about that? Yeah, as far as a chemical type smell, I don't notice that when but then I'm not really consciously sniffing either. So let me sniff here. I don't notice even a smell after it's been cooked. And I did cook this in the oven. I put it in the oven for about 6 or 7 hours at 225 it's a low setting. But it rusts these up really good. Now, I was afraid these grommets weren't going to rust, but when you leave them in the liquid and cook them, they rust up nice. And I love how the fabric is turning out. I love that. These are chairs. Victorian type chairs. Hi, Ray. Good morning. Good morning, good morning. So I think I have just about everything to start my rusty journal, except for images. Now, Rosemary sent images, but I'm going to use those in her. I might use this, and maybe I'll make some more. I might use this fabric in Rosemary's journal. I want to see what she does. She hasn't started it yet. I think she starts it tomorrow night on Wednesday nights. So, oh, and look, these are the bugs. These are the Tim Holtz bugs. Let's see. Where are they? There's two. I bought his bugs. I don't know what to call them except for their metal bugs. Oh, those are cute. That's 2 of them. I got a lot of grommets here, which is a good thing because I'll need a lot of grommets. And these are a little bit smaller than those others that I had. And then I put some of these. I had these. I don't use these. I don't even know what kind of paper clips to call them. Crossed. They're kind of cross X type things. I don't use them in my everyday life. I use either bobby pins or paper clips. So these look like almost little people, don't they? Can't you see the feet and the torso? Yeah. Or you could put it this way and have butterflies or angels or stars. I don't have a whole lot of those, but I do have some. And I threw the rest of my paper clips in there. My metal paper clips, my big ones. I was going to save half of them, but I just threw them in there because I generally don't use paper clips. And I've got those plastic ones that... And then here are some of those little clips. I think these were Tim Holtz clips. A lot of grommets. There's another clip. But I would recommend that when you work with this, that you wear gloves. I don't think that you'll get lockjaw or tetanus just touching it. It's when you get a cut or step on a nail or something like that, when it enters your bloodstream, that you might get tetanus. Now, you could poke yourself, so wear gloves as a protection. I just got these plastic ones on. I'm not sure how much protection they are, except my hands don't get rusty. So today on my calendar is mow lawn. I mowed a week ago Sunday, a week ago Sunday I mowed, and it's ready to mow again. That's become my job, is mowing the lawn. We planted our garden, what was it, Sunday afternoon we planted the garden. We planted corn and onion sets and beets and peas. My brother bought green beans today. He's going to have cucumber and zucchini, and I think that's going to be the extent of our... I'd love to have some okra, but I know what he'll say. He'll say, we got okra in the freezer. And I'm going, yeah, but I want the fresh stuff, and I don't want it when it's cooked like wood. So I might grab some okra. I don't know. And then the second thing he'll say is, where are you going to put it? He's already said there's not enough room for his cucumbers, and I'm telling him that he should train his cucumbers to go up on an arch type thing so that they don't touch the ground. But he usually plants his cucumbers in the ground, and then he lets them spill out over an old tire. That's what he does. So he has to have half of that garden for his cucumber and zucchini. What was that? A little grommet. So, but I'm thankful just to have a garden, period. I like fresh vegetables. And we went to Menards. I was real happy with the marigolds that I got at Menards last week. But I went back this week and they were all gone. The ones that I bought. And I'm really glad I got... If I would have known they were going to go that fast, I would have bought more. So we went over to... we call it the Big G. It's a True Value, and they have a plot. And they were selling pretty marigolds, but they were selling them one flower in a pot, and they wanted $3.89 for it. And I bought a 6-pack for $1.99, just as nice, at Menards last week. So I skipped on the marigolds, and I got petunias and begonias and impatiens. I got some foliage plant. I haven't seen any more bugs yet. There must be down below. Is that a bug? What is... No, that's a clip. I've got 2 bugs. Tim Holtz bugs. I'll have to separate them out and show you. So that's another thing you can rust, is some of Tim Holtz metal photo corners. Well, it might be fun for on the outside of that journal that Rosemary's doing. You don't have to do Tim Holtz ones. I think I have some photo corners that I bought when I was doing that album for, or the little box for the Defy auction. I bought photo corners for the box. I might do another rusting before this is, see if I can't find those little scissors. One more rusting project before. And I need to find photos to put in here. I have what Rosemary sent, but I'll want others. My paper clips are sticking to the fabric. Now I did put this time when I rusted, I did put the little pieces in between the fabric, and it did leave marks. This one's pretty dark. But these others, let's pull out this other one. This one is really pretty. I don't know how much you can see of it, but here it goes like this. Or does it? Yeah, here's part of the chair. There's writing in here. So I'm really happy with this fabric, how it sopped up the rust. And of course, you have to be okay with your journal being rusty. I don't know if I would put these in my other journals. I don't mind doing a rust journal, but I don't know if I would put rusted paper clips in my other journals. I might put it on a tag. Get this out of my hands. What I did with that other one, I'll worry about it later. I had a few of these X-type things. Boy, these really rusted too. They rusted up nice. Little clips. So I might go look through my Tim Holtz metal ephemera. I think I got some little, I don't know if they're metal though. I think they're resin, little knife, fork, and spoon that Tim Holtz puts out. I think that's a resin product. I don't think it's metal. I'd have to look at it. Little tiny knife, fork, and spoon. Oh, here's some more Tim Holtz bugs. There were only 6 of them. There's one. Here's one. Wait, let's see if I can get them all out here. Here's one. So I got, where are the other 2? I've covered them up. I got one more bug hiding in the rust. Where did this go? Little Tim Holtz. Whoops. They want to fly away on me. Where'd he go? That's only 4. I had another one here. Here he is. Tim Holtz little rusty, little bugs that I rusted. There's another one in here someplace. There's a 6th one. A whole bunch of those little clips. They should be here. You should be with these. Well, I'm going to put these down. So I'll have more than enough to journal with. But I'd rather have more than enough than not enough. Mina says, I call eggplant my vegetarian steak. Ooh, that sounds good, Mina. That sounds good. We didn't buy any eggplant. Maybe we should get some eggplant. But I think I'm going to have to take over the weeding. My brother just says he can't do it anymore. And I think he's opting out on purpose. But I'm not going to argue with him. I'm just going to go do it. There's already some little baby marigolds growing. And I'm going to get out the hoe and chop them down before they get too big, because they get big, they'll just take over everything. They took over our corn last year, but our corn just kind of got wind blowing. The wind, we had a windstorm last year and it blew the corn over. The corn never did grow good after that. Well, there. And I tried to get my brother to plant the corn in 4 short rows instead of 2 long ones, but he's an old dog. He has to do things like he's always done it. Doesn't listen to his sister. Can't change him now. Can't change him now. I harp at him on some things. I harp at him. I said, that's what your sister is for. And I think he appreciates some things, but he gets tired of me telling him to do stuff that he should be doing on his own anyway. But I tell him he's lazy sometimes. He's not really that bad, though, because if something needs to be done, he'll do it. You know, he takes out the trash. Our dishwasher hooks up to the sink, and I don't have the strength in my wrist to hook that dishwasher up. So he does the dishwasher. I do all the pots and pans in the sink. Every now and then I'll throw a skillet in there to get it, you know, through a dishwasher cycle, but I usually wash my pots and pans separately. There we go. Who's come in that I haven't said hello to? Rhonda. Hi, Rhonda. Hi, Mrs. Gigi. Mitzi's here. Kimberly's here. Arlene is here. Mrs. Gigi. Lala. Hi, Lala. Mina. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I'm separating out rust, talking about our garden. I got to mow today. Mowing is on the agenda. It really does need to be mowed. And it takes a couple hours to do it, but you're so tired and hot and sweaty when you get done, you don't feel like doing anything else. You just want to go take a shower and take a nap. And we got new neighbors. And I saw the young boy, probably around, he's a teenager. Out there's my other bug. There's the other bug. Little Tim Holtz rusted bug. You can buy bugs, Tim Holtz metal bugs. So keep your eye out for that type of stuff. I'm going to see, I got those photo corners. They're book corners. And I don't know if they're the flat ones or if they're the ones that fit around the edge. I'll have to see. You can get them as Paper Studio puts them out too. And I don't know if I have the Tim Holtz ones or the... And I think he has some belt buckles. Or used to have belt buckles. I don't think that they're... Some of that stuff goes out off the market after, you know, after a year or two. I haven't seen his belt buckles for a long time. Belt buckles would be fun to put in the journal. This turned out nice. This is the back. And, ooh, I'm going to have to maybe wipe off some of this before I use it. Because some of that will come off. It's down toward the bottom, where it's crusty and rusty. Crusty, rusty down here at the bottom. I have a lot of grommets. That's the good thing. I think I bought 2 packages of grommets. And I bought them in the leather aisle where they sell leather goods. So you can get a little bit more in a pack than in the scrapbooking aisle. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong. Paper clips, grommets, but I have a pile of them, don't I? I think I'm down at the end here. So here's the gunk at the bottom. And I do a parchment paper. And now Becky, last time I did this, Becky said, save it, save it. And let's see how it is on the bottom. The parchment paper is pretty stiff. See, look at all the dust. Now I saved the dust last time, but I'm not going to save that dust. That's going in the dust is going to go in my litter bag over here. But I'm going to save the paper. Now, tear this off. I'm going to save the paper because I like the paper. Parchment paper you can cook, you know. They use it to line baking sheets. Oh, I think you can cook other paper too if you don't cook it. If you don't cook it on a high temp. Yeah, that's pretty good. Let's put this down at the bottom with the other sheet. Now, what do I want to do with this? Becky said, save it, Mary, save it. I don't know. I could save the wipe off all the dirt. I call it dirt. It's really just rusted metal is what it is, oxidized metal. That might make a nice collage in the journal. Let's tear it. It does eat through the metal. It ate right through that aluminum foil and where the rust got onto the edge here. I've got some bits that I saved from before. Well, we'll save this. I'm not sure if I'll use it or not. We'll see. This I will toss. And do I want to save this bottom piece? That's where all the dust is. Well, I don't know. Let me take this apart. I folded this tin foil up several layers because I didn't want any of it leaking out. Boy, it did rust all the way down. What are you doing, Mary? I'm taking the roasting pan apart. The roasting. See, look at all that. Look at all that rust bits. I'm not going to save that stuff. Throw that in there. I have to be careful that it gets right in there, though. Make a funnel. I don't know if this is worth saving or not. I guess I can tear it, and then if I want it later, I'll have it. If I don't want it, I can always throw it away. Mary's such a hoarder. She's even saving the tin foil that she rested stuff in. Kind of pretty in its own way. I'm sorry, you guys, I'm getting out of frame here. Throw this away. And look at this layer right here. Kind of interesting. It's a light rust. I don't know how much of that will. I think I'll throw the rest of this away. We got enough metal. If I want more, I'll do it, save it the next time. I'll throw this away. Okie dokie. That'll go out in the trash today. So I got 2 metal pieces. Let me tilt my camera. You guys aren't seeing it all. Let me tilt the camera. Now I apologize for yesterday, or was it Monday? Sunday night. My camera ran out of juice. My phone ran out of juice. I didn't have it plugged in, and it just said, enough is enough, I'm going to bed. And it turned off on me. And it was at 1%, so I just quit. So there's 2, 3, I'll have to wipe these fabrics down. I'm not going to do it right here. There's 3, 4, 5. See, I want them about this color. That's how I want them. And these others are a little dark, but I think I can wipe them off. So I think this is 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8. 8 pages. 8 times 4 is 32. I think that's what I planned. And then I have the parchment and the tin foil. Let me throw this away. So I want to put these in little baggies. And let's do the grommets first. Got a paper clip in there. Okay, let's get some baggies. Ooh, my hands are getting sweaty. Hi, Denise. Good morning. Good morning, England. Denise is from England. She says, good morning from Leicestershire, England. I'm mispronouncing that for sure. Good morning, Denise. Arlene says, Mina, I pan fry it long enough to prepare a soggy crust. and then add toppings, like for a pizza, and bake them. I think they're talking about eggplant. Yeah, I love eggplant parmesan. That's my favorite dish when I used to go to Olive Garden. I haven't been to Olive Garden since I came back here to Nebraska. Used to go to Olive Garden for lunch with my friends up in Wisconsin. And I'd always have eggplant parmesan and garlic rolls. Makes me hungry just talking about it. I think I'll quit right there and get another one out. Good morning, Lala. Have a good day. Have a good day. Lala did send me updated pictures of her. And I was thinking that one she sent me of her and her dog might have been the one I had. I don't know. I have to go look. But for some reason in my head, I think that they're better. I think I can sketch from them. The ones that she sent me, the dog's head was kind of chopped off, and it's hard to imagine where the dog's, you lose a little bit of its personality. But these that she sent me last week are perfect. So I need to start sketching animals again. Yeah, so much to do. There's just so much to do in life. There's no reason to be bored. No reason to be bored at all. Look at all the stuff that's just fallen off of the pieces as I'm working with it. All of the gunk. All right, now for the paper clips. Oh, she's going to lurk. It's already 5 o'clock. It's after 5. Man, time goes fast when you're having fun. Ann Lar knows that I like to play the Scrabble. There's an app out there called Scrabble Go. And I played Ann in a couple games. I got a couple of extra grommets here. But you can also play against yourself, or you can play against, and I imagine it's a computer that you're playing against. They have games out there like you can play against Beethoven. And that's who I was playing against this morning. I've been up a while. I was playing Scrabble against Beethoven. And I think it's probably a computer generated, like you're playing chess. And it always says, good luck. And I'm sitting there, don't say that to me. It's like you're saying, they wish you good luck. The computer wishes you good luck, like you don't know what you're getting into. Good luck. But I do enjoy it. Sometimes it's more fun to play against yourself. They have a game called Adventure Game where they have levels and they give you a challenge to make so many points at each level. And I can get up to depending on how hard the game is, what words letters they give you. I can get up to like 13, 14, and 15 up in there. But then they start asking you to make 600 points in a game. Of course, you know, they give you the high score tiles, and if you hit a certain square, they'll put a triple word score on the board someplace, and then you try to play around that. I can beat 550, the score 550. I beat that. 600 is still a challenge for me. But I like to play Scrabble. Keeps my mind occupied. All right, I'm going to put these extra grommets in here. That's what I was doing this morning. I was playing Scrabble. Oops, I got some extra clips here too. What's this? Sometimes I just wake up and can't get back to sleep. I might as well keep my mind busy. I try to draw, but I'm not comfortable drawing. I mean, I'm comfortable drawing, but not there. Okay, let's do the paper clips. I had a lot of paper clips left over, more than I thought. I've got plenty of paper clips. Here's another grommet. I'll have more than enough to make a journal. More than enough. Probably could get more. I think those corners, I'm going to go see what kind of page corners I have. They would work nice on those Rosemary's tiles, book tiles, rusted page corners on the covers, you know, the metal corners. I'll have to see what I have. I think I have the ones that hook on the corner, not just lay flat on it. I know right where they are, but I'm not going to go get them here. I might have to do 2 bags of paper clips. I rested a lot this morning, or this week, this time. A lot more than I thought I did. And it was cold here yesterday. Brr. It rained the night before, and I checked the thermometer this morning. It was only 48. That's pretty chilly. Of course, it's early in the morning, so... Yep, Mary's putting all her rusty bits away here. Now, I think the next thing I'm going to do is look for images, and I think I'll get the images out of history books. I'm not quite sure. I got a couple of history books that I can tear up, maybe collectors. I got a couple of collectors books. I might go through my fussy cuts. I brought a pile of magazines in here today. Okay, so here are the bugs again. Here are the Tim Holtz Rusty Bugs. Rusty bugs. I wonder if Tim Holtz has ever rusted his bugs. Somebody asked him, tell him, TheMeriAtelier wants to know if you've ever rusted bugs. He'd go, who? Who's that? Oh, that lady. She wanted to know if I what? Rusted bugs? No, I'm not that weird. Well, she rusted your bugs. 6 of them anyway. All right. Let's throw this away before it spills all over everything. So, barring what, I'm not going to take Rosemary's caboodle out, but barring what, I think I'll use this stuff in Rosemary's caboodle. I might use some paper. Here's where I am with this. I've got all sorts of fabrics and papers here. Here's my tag, my rusty tag. And that's a piece of paper I saved. And I got these fabrics that I did the other day. Where's the rest of them? There's those flat ones. Oh, they're down here. So let's add these to this and put this back in my, and I don't think I'm gonna have to have a more than just a folder to hold this stuff. This is already too big for it, I think. Well, maybe I can get it in there if I am careful. May not get the lid closed. It's the aluminum foil here that's... There. Oh, by golly, I'll get it snapped. There we go. And then I have all of these that I'm gonna put these in. And I'm not gonna work on it this morning. I'm gonna wait and see what Rosemary does. So there is that project waiting to go, waiting to be done. Oops. Ah, I zipped my glove up in it. So let's take these off. They're hot and sweaty. And put it in the litter bag here. Okay, this goes over here. These are my, I got more of these, but let me, yep, I always like to sanitize. Just gets them. I don't think they're dirty, they're just, they feel grungy. It's what they feel like. They feel grungy. My thumbs might be a little grungy. So, little grungy. And let's just wipe down my desk a little. This drop paper needs, the drop paper needs to be taken up and replaced, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do another swipe. I'm not going to do that this morning either. Let's do another swipe of the, and it's not getting everything up, it's just cleaning the, I mean, you know what I mean. If it got everything up, I wouldn't have a painted surface anymore. Getting the little dusty particles up. Let me see where my fingers were. Feels cleaner. Alrighty then. Let's look at chat and see what's going on in chat. I have to get it up to my nose to read it. What's going on out there in chat? Arlene, I prefer to be outside too, but I do love a rainy day. Oh yeah, rainy day is nice. You getting rain, Arlene? You're probably getting the rain that we had. We had rain not last night, the night before last. We planted garden on Sunday, so it would have been Sunday night. It rained. I told my brother we needed to water what we planted, and he says, no, it's going to rain tonight. And I'm going, you better water it. He went in the house, I watered it. I gave it a drink, I didn't soak it. And then it rained. Then it rained. I have ginger snaps this morning. I like ginger snaps, these little Dutch girl ginger snaps. I've been munching on them. Hi, Juanita. Juanita, thank you so much for the happy mail. I honestly have your envelopes. I got 2. I'm going to be sending you the ties in separate envelopes. I got them addressed. I just need to get them in the, mail. Excuse me while I crunch on my cookie. Ginger snap. Thank you for the happy mail, Juanita. Juanita gifted me some wool to spin and a little spindle, a little hand spindle, and these dictionary and thesaurus, and a knitting magazine. Thank you for all of that, Juanita. I sure did appreciate that. Hi, Nikan. Good morning. Rhonda's here. Kimberly's here. I'm having trouble seeing out these dollar store glasses this morning. I may have to go get my other pair. Arlene is here. Mina. Mina says, I always think of Becky as the art shaman. Now I'll be thinking of Mary as the artful alchemist. I don't know about being an alchemist, but you can just call me the Rusty Mary. YouTube's got a new thing going on where they've got this thing called shorts, where it's kind of like TikTok. They're little short snippets. And I was watching some videos on it yesterday about where they're going to allow creators to go snip other creators. And right now, I think it's just audio. I don't think they can snip the video, but the video's coming. I have different reactions to that. I posted on my community tab, I posted one of the videos that I watched. But the way I understand it right now, it's just in the shorts. They call them shorts. They're the little, I'm gonna sanitize my fingers again. The little short videos that you see, the little less than 1 minute videos. And right now, they're just in there, I think. And I have the capability to do a short, but I haven't had the time. So I want to experiment with going out and using it's a separate little camera setting that you use to create your video. And we shall see how that goes. I'm reserving my opinion until well, I do think it could be a really great collaboration tool, but it can also be a very if people want to make mischief, they can. It could be a troll tool too. Let's put it that way. That's all I'm going to say about that. Is Renee in here? Good morning, Renee. Hi, Riri. Good morning. Hudson Sailor come in? Hi, Nancy. Good morning. All righty. Let's see. What do I want to do next? You know, I kind of want to do a card for Biz Up. You all, most of you know by now that Biz Up was in a car accident. And Rhonda said her son was in here. Was that Sunday night, Rhonda? He came in to thank everybody for being so nice to his mother. And I didn't, I was busy with whatever I was doing, probably foiled at foiling. And I didn't get a chance to talk to him, but Rhonda did. So I was thinking it would be nice to send her a card. Oh, Juanita says she's getting ready for work. So in and out of the craft room. Okay. But I also want to, I've got all morning to play. I also grabbed these magazines. And when I foiled the other day, I was foiling on that seed, through that seed package, and I don't think it worked too well because the paper was too thick. However, I have a seed catalog, and I might try to grab I was thinking maybe grab one of these. I think this cover might be as thick as the seed catalog where I do that butterfly. But I was thinking maybe some of these flowers here. Well, there's a butterfly there on a flower. I was thinking I'd make a card for Biz Up. So we'll come back to that a little bit later. So I don't know if she's in the hospital now or if she's at home. I don't know her condition. I just know that she was in a pretty serious car accident. And I guess it happened last week sometime. So I don't know her condition right now, her medical condition. Other than that. And I do have her address. I don't know if she's put her address in Phibbsville or not. Her name is Deb. I forget her last name. So, I'm not going to cut this magazine up. This is August of 1993. I bought this, I think, at Pearl's auction. One of the auctions, or it might have been Keisha's auction. Because my birth month is August, not 93. Way before then, but I bought it. It's kind of a neat magazine. I bought it to read. So I thought I would go through some. Oh, look, here's a Somerset magazine. Oh, a yummy page. Ooh, there's guest checks there. Oh, look, that's their free paper too. Ooh, that's nice. I don't think that's free though. This is the free stuff here. Look, they got coffee stains on it. Well, I'm not cutting that one up either. That's a reference. This can be cut up. This can be cut up. You know, I'm thinking about making another glue book. How about let's make another glue book? Because that's something we can do this morning. We'll save this one. Or the farmhouse one here. This is spring. I don't know if I want to cut this one up. I mean, glue book it. I'll cut it up. This is the spring issue of the Farmhouse magazine. I'm saving that one out. I think in this Magnolia magazine, I'm going to just sit here and do a glue book. Vertical, like Shelley, Crafting Mamas. Oh, notice that says, have you been what? Have you been made ready? Magnolia Market. All because of you. I want to see you lift your chin a little. Something. Your eyes a little wider. Speak your mind a little louder, 'cause you are royalty. This is something. This is your crown. This is your story. This is your moment. Don't look down. Oh, that's cool. What is this from? I don't know what that's from. Lyrics from Daughter by Sleeping at Last. That must be a song. It says lyrics from Daughter. That's in quotes. It must be the title. By Sleeping at Last. Have to look that up. Have you been made ready? Homegrown. Oh, is this the spring issue too? Donuts and pasta from scratch. Renovating an old church. Inspiration for life and home. Issue number 8, made ready. Doesn't say what month. Fall. So I'm thinking a glue book out of that. So I got all this stuff I need to dispose of. It's just piling up on me. I think this is stuff I pulled out to cut up before. And here's another farmhouse. This is the New Year's one, but I tore the back off of it. So that's a cut up issue. That's a cut up one. This is, I like these Nebraska magazines. This is put out by our Nebraska Rural Electric Association, but they do a good job on this. The first thing I go to read, believe it or not, in this magazine, I like their recipes. I really don't pay much attention to recipes in magazines, but every time we get this, I go look at them. Gingerbread cookies, holiday cheese balls, malted milk cookies, almond toffee, easy pecan pralines. And then they've got some interesting articles in here, mostly rural Nebraska. I like to read it. Spending time with the family at a tree farm. Isn't that cool? Look at those old barns. So I kind of like, I might save that one out. Not ready to tear it up. This can be checked over and cut up. And looks like some more stuff I was saving. Church. And I think this is a, now these I might put in the rusted journal. Look at those clocks. Look at those watches there. I think this was from a history book or a collector's book, one or the other. What was it? Antiques. I don't know about all of these. Oops, upside down. Upside down, upside down, upside down till I get to where? Mary's upside down this morning. I guess they're all upside down till I get to there. Oh, look at this photo. Look at that photo. Isn't that sweet? See, I could put that in the rusted journal. It'd take a whole page, but aw. Aw. So can you imagine fussy cutting all of these dishes out? It'll take me a while. I might save these for June or July and put them in my, these would be nice for one of my monthly art journals. I might have to trim it down a little, but rather than fussy cut all these dishes, I like things of interest in my art journals between the pages. There's certainly enough of them here. I'm going to save these out. Chandeliers. Look at those chandeliers. Trays, tankards, vases, and teapots. Well, I have more than, I got enough for the rest of the year. I just didn't think I could fussy cut all of these, so that's where they sit. I might fussy cut that. And maybe these. These I could fussy cut. They're a little bit bigger. Spoons, knives and forks. I'd have to pick and choose. I couldn't put them all in the journal. Soup tureens, is that what they call them? Now we get into the grandfather clocks. I don't know if I could fussy cut all of that. Maybe these I could. And then we're here to the watches. I could fussy cut those. So these are going to maybe be saved for one of my monthly journals. I'll put them over here. And here's some more stuff that I already saved out to cut up or to do something with. There's a winter bird. Oh, I was the barn. This reminds me of where I used to live. I didn't live there, but I drive by that barn all the time, or a barn like that. Here's a dog, hunting dog. Yeah, these are all things I've already saved out. I love this picture. I love this picture. The short list. Yeah. That can be tossed. Ice cream bars. I think I saved this for the recipe. Did I save this one for the recipe? Honey, yogurt, and apricot pops. Yeah, I saved these for the recipe. Flowers. See what I save all this stuff? There's a shoe. Inspired by that. Alrighty. So I think those are all ready to be cut up. And these are going to go, I think, in the Rusty Journal as little, well, some of them will. These I'll do fussy cutting. These I'm going to, well, fussy cut eventually, but these first. These first. All right, kind of sorted that stack out. And let's just sit here. Look, I already got, see, this is how I fussy cut this stuff. And, you know, when I did that yummy page, I made this the skirt of that doll, that lady, whimsical lady. Who's here? Hi, Suze. Hi, Teresa. Teresa Petro. Good morning, Teresa. She says, hi, Mary and everyone. I usually just watch and not chat. Well, thank you for coming in. Hi, Laura. Good morning, Laura. Welcome to the newbies coming in. And yeah, come in and chat and get to know you. There's a nice group of ladies in here. You'll like everyone in here. Everybody in here is really nice. All right, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to make another one of those glue books. And I'm going to do it in the style that Shelley did. I'm going to open up a new tape to do this. I get this tape at the dollar store. I love their double-sided tape. I love it. I love it. I use it all the time. It's probably not acid-free, but we're not into acid-free in this room, as you know by the rusting. And all she does, now I think she might have torn out some pages. I don't know. But she folds them in half like this, vertically. And the whole journal is folded in half. I'm going to come back and fold the covers later. So I'm going to make another glue book out of this. Let's see, I have to decide which way I want to fold these, though. Sometimes I like the contents pages because I like For the Love of Copper, Room to Read, Homegrown, Open Shelving. That's what this magazine is all about. And look, there's this church. We'll fold this one this way. They're both nice, but I like this one. So I'm going to fold them different directions this time. And I really like the size of this because when you get done, it's almost like a tall traveler's book. I'm going to have a sip of coffee here. Teresa says, Petra? Is that how you pronounce it? Petra. Okay. Good morning and welcome, welcome, Teresa. Susan's here. Rhonda's welcoming you. There's Anne. Good morning, Anne. And I was telling the chat room that I was playing Beethoven Scrabble in the Scrabble Go project. I was playing against Beethoven right this morning. I couldn't sleep. I woke up around, well, must have been around 1 o'clock or so. I couldn't get back to sleep, so I played Scrabble. And I was telling them that you can play against yourself, and they have little games set up where you play different historical characters. And I imagine you're playing against the computer. Now, I'm going to fold this lady this way. And I don't think I tore any pages out of the one I did in January. But this is a good way to use up magazines. It's just to start folding in half. Design free, create free, live free, and be free. We'll keep that. I should probably get my bone folder out here. Well, it's in here somewhere. Let me back my chair up a little. Where happened to my bone folder? There it is. That's from my old scrapbooking days. Okie dokie. Straighten out the drawer. I need to pull this drawer out and straighten it all up again because it's getting... I know where certain things are, but it's getting stuffed full. My little top dresser drawer. I keep my pliers and some of my pens and bobby pins, bone folder. Design free, create free, live free, be free. And look, there's a chair there. That's cool. Yeah. And this is a well-known ad. The kids running on the beach. Look at the kitty. She's on a glass floor, I think. So this is a good way to use up a magazine. What do you do with it after you do it? You just put it on the shelf and get it out next May and say, oh yeah, I remember doing that. Hi Tina, welcome, welcome Tina. Anna's saying goodbye, goodbye. Anna's saying good morning to everybody. For the love of copper. My dad liked copper. For the love of copper. Magnolia Home. This is a Magnolia magazine. Look, they got a copper KitchenAid there. Collector's notes. Of all the bodies of water in the world, kids' bodies are the most important. Now get a full year delivered to your door. I guess I like the kids here. I'm kind of deciding what I want to keep and what I want to fold under. Made for this. I think that's an article. I should get out my January one. It's over on the bookshelf behind me. I did this in January. I think Carla, Caged Fish, was doing January glue booking, and Shelley was following it, so I followed Shelley. I saw Shelley do it in a live stream, so I said, that inspires me. After school, they head for home. The park is on the way. A mandatory detour they schedule every day. The little goldfish cookies. Give a full year to your friend. Asheville. Oh, this one's torn. I'm tempted to leave it torn. We'll decide later what I want to do with it. I might tear some more. Tear them and stagger them. That would be fun to do. See, you get inspired by a torn page. Tear this one a little bit more. Tear one up here and tear them in 3 stages every now and then. Asheville. I think that's, what, North Carolina? Carla's Caged Fish Glue Book January video. Thank you, Arlene. Thank you so much for dropping that link. I'm sure glad our mods can drop links. Because, you know, see, that's relevant. I'm doing the glue book, and I talked about Shelley. I think she did it in one of our Sunday night. It was either a Sunday or a Friday night live. And I forget what the theme was, but it was probably the late January or the February one. Could have been the December one, I don't remember. But Shelley was following Caged Fish, and so I followed Shelley. And yesterday, before we went to town, I sat in my chair and tore up junk mail. I should have brought in the envelopes that I saved some of the envelope, you know, the reverse part where there's security printing on it. I saved some of those. I was going to do a Tanya tag. A Tanya tag, because Tanya uses those inside of those envelopes quite a bit in her art. This is Alabama. Oh, look at those numbers. The enneagram. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What's an enneagram? The enneagram, a personality typing tool, has been around for a long time, but has grown in popularity lately. From churches to boardrooms. What I appreciate most about each of the 9 types is how they install confidence in me. Is that like a personality profile? As we own the fullness of who we are, we can see more plainly the gifts that we bring to the world. Enneagram. Chris Hewitt's Heuertz, is a founding partner of the Gravity, a Center for Contemplative Activism. I've never heard of Enneagram, Enneagram. This looks like an interesting article. I have to read it. I'm going to fold it up right now. I like the numbers. I like the number. Ooh. There. I like the numbers on the other side. But I'm going to have to read the article before I glue it down. I'll fold it this way. Shelley did it in a hop. It was the 4th Sunday hop. Thank you, Arlene. You got a better memory than Mary. I knew that she did it in one of the live streams. The 9 types. Yeah, this must be personality type. 1. Type 1, teacher, reformer, perfectionist. That's not me. Type 2, caretaker, pleaser, helper. Type 3, achiever, communicator, role model. That's not me. Oh, type 4, artist, romantic, and individualist. Well, I got the artist and the individualist. I don't know how romantic I am. Type 5, observer, innovator, and thinker. So I must fall right in there in type 4, 5, and 6. Type 6 is loyalist, guardian, and questioner. Yeah, I would say I'm right in there, 4, 5, and 6. Type 7, enthusiast, adventurer, energizer. Type 8 is leader, challenger, and protector. Type 9 is peacemaker, comforter, and optimist. I think I fall kind of right in the middle. Artist, romantic, individualist, observer, innovator, thinker, loyalist, guardian, questioner, enthusiast, adventurer, energizer. Probably an enthusiast, maybe a little adventurous. I don't know about guardian, but questioner, observer, innovator, thinker, and I'm not sure about romantic. So that's how I would words that I'd pick out to apply to me. I might do a page on that in here. It's kind of neat. Go through these old magazines and you read these articles that you've missed. Hi, Christy. Good morning. Welcome, welcome, Christy. She says, good morning, Fibs and Miss Mary. Teresa says, I'm with you, Arlene. I retired last year. Now I stay up all night. Well, I got some sleep last night, but I woke up at around 1 and I couldn't get back to sleep. And so I might as well use my head. So I played Scrabble. Sometimes, you know, when I play Scrabble late at night or early in the morning like that, I'm going, who are these people that are still up? And I'm going, oh, I'm one of them. You know, I'm going, am I really playing against real people, or is that computer making believe that it's a real person? Because I love that picture too. I love both of these. They always play, you know. I play and they always do their turn. I'm going, who are these people up late at night like this? Or they could be, when it's 1 o'clock in the morning for me, it could be like 12 or 11 or 12, or they could be over they could be overseas, and it could be in the evening for them. You really don't know who you're playing against, except for I played against Beethoven. We haven't finished the game yet. I was still playing it when it was time to come on. So I don't know who's going to win. Well, I might win. Excuse me while I take a bite of ginger snap. I'm trying not to crunch my cookie and dip it in my coffee, so it's a little soggy. Can you hear me crunch? I'm always afraid to eat talking with my mouth full. I'm always afraid that if I eat while I'm online that people can hear me crunch, because I hear it in my head. You know, you hear yourself chewing. Homegrown. This is Magnolia Magazine, January of fall of 2018. So it's an older magazine. So it's time to get Glue Book down. And I'm just going through and folding the pages vertically. We're going to make a vertical format for our Glue Book. I'm going to do it this way. Yeah, mowing the lawn is on my calendar for today. I'll probably take a nap first. I have to go to the post office. I still have a bill left to pay. I went to the bank yesterday when we went to town, and we got there, it wasn't the beginning of the noon hour. I would say it was around 12:30 or so, 12:45. But I swear, everybody was on lunch break. I'm going, they should know that over lunch is when people come in. There was one girl there trying to handle everybody. And you're sitting there, my brother's out in the car waiting for me. Do, 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 do. I didn't say anything, but I was thinking it. And then the lady she was helping, the first lady in line, had papers in her hands, and she had to sit and read them. And I was going, can't you just kind of stand off to the side and read those? Oh, I love this. Old church. The old church. Oh, this is cool. The old church. I wonder what it looks like now that they've renovated it. Here they are sitting in it with the stained glass windows. You know, there's an old church in this town that I think they preserved, but it still has these stained glass windows. Kind of remind me of theirs, only they're not little squares. They're one long and then a little design on each corner. I think it's a Swedish congregation. And they no longer have church there, but the building is well taken care of. In fact, on that corner, there's a Methodist church on one corner, and then that little Swedish church. The Methodist church is still functioning. The Swedish church, I think, is a historical site, or it's got a sign out there. And then catty corner is a Lutheran church that's all boarded up, no trespassing. It'd be neat to have one of those churches for a studio, the Lutheran church. I wonder what's inside of it. I think the stained glass windows I know the stained glass windows are still in the little Swedish church, and I think they are in the Lutheran church. I'll have to drive by again. But it's a lot of upkeep for those old buildings. Here they're doing painting. I used to shy away from watercolor for fear that I'd be no good at it. I'm reading this, Paint Outside the Lines. But this past year, the freedom of the art and form and its ability to expand my understanding of what I'm capable of, it typically goes with my new creative practice that has given me a new perspective about myself and the world around me. Story by Joanna Gaines, photographed by Nick. So this must be Joanna's work here. That looks like her. She does watercolor, Rhonda. Joanna Gaines is doing some watercolor. Maybe I'll have to do some watercolor and put in here. Rhonda It says she's been watercoloring. I need to get out and do some urban sketching, but I need to get the lawn mowed and my plants planted, and then I can play. Creativity Takes Courage by Henry Matisse. See, such a shame to fold this stuff up. I might make these flip pages. We'll see. I won't glue some of this stuff down yet. Arlene says, Lala, just know that I'm praying for you. Arlene, I need the blessings today. I'm overshocked and missing Mom. What? She's going to talk to her daughter. Something about missing Mom. Let me flip my chat here. Tina says it's the property taxes that are probably too high to make it worth renovating. The church, yeah. Taxes will get you. Now, for the older folks, I don't know for me because I don't own property, but I don't know how it is in other states. But here in Nebraska, we have the homestead exemption, where if you actually live in your home after a certain age, you can get a homestead exemption. I don't know how it all works. I don't own any property, so I never really... My fingernails are dirty from handling all that rusty stuff. Sorry about that. I cleaned them. I'm going to have to soak them with lava soap. They're not too bad, but I had gloves on, but they feel grungy. Oh, and look at the remains of the day, the canning. See, isn't that a cool picture right there? It looks like a pantry. Remains of the day. Jewel tone jars of sauces, salsas, pickles, and preserves of all flavors of the season. Perennial herbs, annual herbs, drying, infusing. Yeah, fun stuff. Yeah, it would be fun to renovate. Now, I would have liked to well, somebody in that little town where I grew up, not far from here, somebody bought the school, the old brick school, and made a home out of it. I don't know how much it cost them or anything, and I don't even know if they're still living there. But we used to imagine living in that, you know, the study hall, what would be your room, and blah, blah, blah. And I used to imagine what it'd be like to make a home out of that church that I attended, or even an art studio. But you know, when it comes right down to it, I don't know. Like Lindsay, the frugal crafter, she said she used to have an art studio downtown. But, you know, you have to get up and drive to go there. And it's so much easier just to walk across the hall, you know, walk across the room and be there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not sure how much I would enjoy an art studio out of... You know, I just as soon have my room in the house. If I were professional in selling art and that might be a different story. But for what we do, I think an extra room in your house is just fine. The basement or the entire house, you've got to have storage, you know. Like Jamie, APG Jamie. And she has a dedicated outside that the water pipes froze down there and broke, and now they're having to renovate. I saw her I don't know if it was pictures on YouTube or Facebook, but it looks like she's getting it back into shape. Probably not like it was before, but I think this is still the old church here where they renovated. I'm not sure. I lost track while I was folding the pages here. And you end up having double supplies, Candy says. Yeah. That's why many of our big, beautiful barns have just been left to rot and be torn down. Oh, that's interesting, Tina. Yeah. Candy said she used to can tomatoes. Candy says, one of the places that I teach is in an old church, and it costs too much to keep it up. So many problems in the building. Yeah. That Lutheran church that I was talking about, I was confirmed in a Lutheran church, and it was one of those red brick Lutheran churches, traditional Lutheran church with the bell tower and everything, the tower. But I saw a picture of it on YouTube, and somebody was saying they should have that declared as a historic place. Well, there are a lot of those red brick Lutheran churches in these small towns, especially here in Nebraska. And but I guess somebody had posted that the roof was falling in on it, that the roof leaked. So too bad. It's too bad, because it had a beautiful stained glass windows, that Lutheran church did. And I used to light candles. You got to think I was in junior high. And one of myself and another girl my age, we used to take turns lighting candles at the beginning of the service. There were no boys, so the girls did it. At the beginning of the service, we'd have our robe, our little white robe, and we'd have the candle lighter with the little snuffer, and on one end would be the wick. And I think the minister lit the candle for us. I don't remember ever lighting that wick. I don't remember that. Isn't that funny? He probably did. And then, there was a beautiful organ there, and the music would start, and then we would go out of the little side room, and you'd walk out, and there was the big altar. It had a statue of Jesus and two angels, and then on each side were the angels, and then you'd light the candles here, and then you'd step back and say hello to Jesus, and then you light the candles there. And then at the end of service, you go and snuff out the candles. That was my job on alternate Sundays, not every Sunday. It was one of my childhood memories. Even the stuff we are built for needs some fine-tuning. That's what this says. So you can almost have some built-in journaling on some of these pages. Now, I think I'm going to take this idea from this torn page, though, and tear some more, because I think I can right in here. I don't think there's anything in here that particularly grabs my attention. Maybe the little girl there, and I might do that toward the back here where we get into the index part. And here's what they believe. This is the back cover. It says, we believe that newer isn't always better, and that there is something inherently good in hard work. And then she goes, I'm not going to read them all. We believe that it's time for the pendulum of of trend to swing back to the basics. We believe that failure needn't be a negative thing. Rather, we learn from our mistakes and fail smarter the next time. That's one that Meri can apply. We believe. All right, I'm at the end, and I'm going to fold the back cover. And I think I made a pocket out of my... I don't remember if I had it as a wraparound. I think I had the front. I think I had the front as a pocket and the back as a wraparound, if I remember right. But this will grow thick as I glue book it. And let's fold this one in. And she's going to be on the front pocket here. You are capable. There we go. There's a glue book. A magazine, altered magazine glue book. But I'm not done yet. I'm just chilling today. This is Dee Dee's chilling. She says, we're just going to chill today. Dee Dee Willingham. I picked it up from Dee Dee. So what I do is I go in and... Now I think I put wet glue on that other one. And I just glued the edges. And I'm thinking I'm going to use dry tape this time. I have a lot of it. I have what? Probably about 50 pages here. Do I want to use glue or tape? Oh, I could use a glue stick. But what I have against using a glue stick is it doesn't always stay. I'm deciding what I want to do here. The wet glue will wrinkle the pages. And the glue stick works, but it pulls up eventually. So let's play with this. I'm just chilling today. I'm just chilling today. And I only have to do... Well, I have to decide if I want to just glue part of it down and leave that, or if I want to glue it down. I could put tape here and here and put glue there. I think that's what I'm going to do. Put tape at the top and the bottom and smear glue in there. I think that's the solution. Rhonda, a dumb question. Can you in an Instapot? What is Rhonda doing? Teresa, canning is not hard at all. All you need is a big pot. I don't know. I've never canned anything, you guys. I freeze. I've frozen, like I froze that okra, and it's still frozen. That's why my brother won't plant anymore. I might go sneak some okra in his garden, though. What did Rhonda say? I'll bet, let's see, Rhonda, I'll bet I could do that if big pots of water are not involved. They're talking about canning. Anne says, I have an Instapot and you can do it. So you can can using an Instapot. See? You guys are so smart. I love how you guys answer each other. I would have not known that. I have a question. Do any of you guys have those air fryers? And do they really make your French fries crispy? I was tempted to get an air fryer. And, you know, they're supposed to be able to make your fries crispy so you without all the grease. Anne says, I just made yogurt with my Instapot. Now you guys are getting me interested in this stuff. We usually freeze our vegetables, but on the other hand, if we lose electricity, you run the chance of losing your food. Candy says she loves your air fryer. Does it really make them crispy, Candy? Have you done French fries in your air fryer? Teresa, I'm sorry, but I'm not sure. I think Candy said she did, or Anne said that you can. You can using your... Juanita says she loves whole okra. Oh, I love okra too, Juanita. Steamed in butter and sprinkled with salt and pepper with some vinegar and hot sauce. You know, I like to slice it and salt and pepper it and put it under the broiler with other veggies. And of course, okra is good in soups. You all know that. Okay, this one's going to go this way. Yeah. So what I'm doing on this glue book is, because I always have trouble with the glue stick. I don't want to use a wet glue because it'll wrinkle my pages on the edges here. So I'm just putting tape on the top and bottom, and then I'm just putting the center, gluing the center down with the glue stick. That seems to work. Juanita, I love deep fried okra. Ooh, that sounds good. I wonder if you could put okra in the air fryer. Ooh, you guys are making me hungry. Yes, I love fried okra too. Oh, I'm going to go get some okra seed. We have to go back. My brother has to take his car in to be serviced, and I need to buy dirt for my front porch. So I'm going to buy some okra seed. My brother will say, where are you going to put it? I don't know. Might have to dig a hole in the ground somewhere. Where are you going to dig a hole? Right there in the garden someplace. Not where my cucumbers are. Yeah, I don't know why he won't trellis his cucumbers. I mention it and he just shrugs. You should get some of that, some poles and some of that fencing that looks like 4 squares, the traditional fencing, and tie it up to the poles and pound the holes in the ground and trellis the cucumbers. He tells me I'm taking care of the garden, but then he's not. I mean, I'm not. He likes the garden. I think he likes it more than he lets on. Well, this got a little close. Mary, my suggestion is to get a toaster oven with an air fryer. Oh, really? A toaster oven with an air fryer? I never knew they made such a thing. It's a great invention. Really? A toaster oven with an air fryer. Well, we got a microwave. And that microwave, of course, it's a small one. We don't need a big one. And my brother said he's had it for years. And it seems to work pretty good. I used Annie V sent me a Angry Mom little container that you mix vinegar and water in, and you put it in your microwave and let the steam come out her head. And I'll tell you, it cleaned that microwave good. And I'd left the glass dish in there, you know, the little round platter. I left it in there when I cleaned it. You just take and set that little, it's a little container, and you put water and vinegar in it, and it has little, like a salt shaker, holes on the top of her head, and you put it in the microwave, and you turn it on for the microwave on for 7 minutes, and boy, it cleaned. Not only did it clean the microwave, it cleaned that dish. That dish had some, you know, like when you leave a dish in a microwave too long, it can kind of get gritty around the edge. I washed it, but I was having trouble getting that grit off. It took that grit off. Sort of, I want to say like a salt, but it wasn't salt. Mary, it's awesome. Really. Oh, cool. I'm going to have to look. I suppose you can get those at Walmart. The air fryer and the oven, the toaster oven. Cheryl says, I have the air fryer toaster oven and I never use my oven anymore. Really? Well, my brother uses the oven to grill our steaks. I use the oven when I bake my cookies. We don't do a whole lot of big cooking because, you know, we just don't need to. Every now and then we'll make something in the oven, but like last night we had bacon sandwiches on the stove. We use the stove a lot. I still have to clean the skillet. That's my job. He fries the bacon and I have to clean the skillet. I don't mind too much. But it's sometimes when I'm tired, I leave it for the next day and go. I soak it. I let it soak overnight. I dump out all the grease first and then I soak it with Dawn dishwashing soap and let it soak for a while and sometimes overnight. And yeah, this is going to be a fun glue book. Now, where was that torn page? Let's go in and tear. I'm going to tear this one a little bit more. So I tore it like so. So let's tear it down. Well, I guess that's torn down, isn't it? Tear it down and up like that. And the next page up a little, same curve. Whoops. That one's got a little hilly. So it'll go like that. That's kind of cool. I like that. I think I'll do 4 of them. And I might do the same in the back. Maybe someday I'll get adventurous and do the whole journal like this. But not this morning. I'm kind of tired. I'm tired because I didn't sleep good last night. I woke up at 1 o'clock and played Scrabble with Beethoven. Well, I played other Scrabble too. I was playing him right before I started to stream here. He better not use any big musical terms with me. I'm not musical. Don't tell him that. Okay. I'm good with that. I like that. Yeah. Got a scrap in here to take out. And it's interesting because this page has this curve right here, right there. And when it's folded, it looks like it's torn. I was trying to figure out, did I tear that? It's interesting. I'm not going to tear it because it's about Asheville, North Carolina. Eat, shop, stay, see, and do. I think they're saying come to Asheville. All right, let's go back to where I was taping down. I think, was this my last one? I think this was my last one here. This is a good way to do a glue book. This is fun. It's a good way to use up your magazines that you're not ready to toss out yet. and you can still enjoy them this way for a while. Eventually, they'll probably, after I'm sailing in another world, somebody will come and either they'll rot, get brittle, and fade away, or somebody will appreciate. Look at this magazine. What did this person do to it? They folded it in half. I wonder, and if they even would take apart the pages, they could, because I'm not gluing all this down. I'm just gluing around the edge here. And they could read this magazine if it survived time. And then they could see my glue booking on the other side. What is a glue book? They're asking that today, too. What is a glue book? A glue book is a book that you glue in. But you don't always have to glue. You can paint. You can draw. You can scrapbook in it. You can do whatever you want. It's a form of an art journal. Where did I leave off? I did this one. I left off here. I have to keep track of where I'm at here. Oh, prepping our garden for winter. This ad is pretty popular. I'm going to fold it on the inside. You see this ad a lot with the kids running on the beach, go RVing. You don't see these shovels and rakes and hoes an awful lot. So I'm saving the garden tools. Yeah, we got most of our garden planted. Green beans, cucumbers, and zucchini, and okra yet. I'm going to buy okra. Now that I'd love to try to air fry. I'm going to look for an air fryer. You guys got me interested in an air fryer with a toaster oven. My brother might enjoy the toaster oven because he likes to buy those little fruit pies. And he's always making them in the microwave. He microwaves them. He might enjoy putting those in a toaster oven. The kitty cat. What's on the other side? Oh, did I glue it down? No. Garden bed cleanup. Maybe I should save that. The kitty cat's a pretty common ad too. This is talking about cleaning up your garden. Oh, and my hydrangea plant. Becky gifted me a hydrangea plant 2 years ago. And I wasn't sure it was going to come up this year, but I had it mulched. I mulched it with tree leaves last fall, and I raked all the mulch away, and it's coming up nice. So I'm hoping that it will bloom this. This is the 3rd year for it, so I'm hoping that we'll get blooms from it this year. What else is going on in chat? Kimberly says she has an antique big boy. He's so cute. Are you talking about the big boy hamburger place? Let's see. Shoney's. You're talking about restaurants? How do you guys fix a little ham? Rhonda says, the wonderful thing about an air fryer toaster oven is you can get rid of some of the appliances and make some room. Well, I doubt that that would happen in this house because I don't foresee my brother getting rid of the oven. He'd think I was nuts. But we could probably get rid of the microwave. He's got a little mini fryer that he uses it every now and then. I don't use it. It's a little mini fryer, but I don't like all that grease. And then thought of an air fryer. I'd like to try that, I think. Because I like French fries, but I don't want them soggy. I want them nice and crisp. And even vegetables, nice and crisp. Now I'm getting hungry. Candy says she does ham in the crock pot. We buy the little ham steak things and we just fry it. We don't buy a cooked ham or a ham, a whole ham, or even a half ham or a small ham. We don't buy that. But my brother does roasts, and he's been doing his baby ribs in the crock pot. And boy, those baby, I told him, I said, forget the roast, do the baby, the little, he gets these boneless ones, and they're really good. I said, just buy those and don't buy the roast. His roasts are, the roasts are, I don't know. He just throws it in the crock pot with water. He doesn't put salt and pepper. He doesn't season it. But when he makes those baby ribs, he uses that barbecue sauce, and it really comes out good. It's really good. I told him, quit buying the roast and just buy the baby ribs. We eat it. We eat it up. And we eat salmon. He fries salmon. We haven't had pork chops in a long time. I don't know why. He quit buying pork chops. We had bacon last night. I don't know why he quit buying pork chops. I'll have to ask him. He used to buy pork chops all the time. Maybe they don't sell them. Or maybe they're too expensive. This is about the kids. I think this is where I start tearing here. So I don't want to tear the girl's face. I should just go in and tape all of these and then come back and glue them. Do a little assembly line stuff here rather than a page at a time. Now I have to decide, do I want to tape this down or do I want a pocket? I think it's too tall for a pocket. I think I'll tape it down. It's getting warm in here. Must be warming up outside. You have to kind of leave room for your magazine pages to bend. But I have to say, now I think I used a Farmhouse magazine. Or did I use a Magnolia? But the spine seems to hold pretty good on these magazines. It did for my January one anyway. Held up pretty good. Let's see, what else is going on in chat? Sue says, Shoney's. We haven't had a Shoney's for years. My first job was a curb girl. Teresa says, it's a little ham. Teresa, you can coat it in brown sugar. Ooh, and put pineapple around. That sounds delicious. And you can still do it in the crock pot, just less time. I still like to bake ham, Arlene says. Yeah, we don't, honestly, for just my brother and myself, he buys one of those round, I guess you could call it a ham steak, you know, it's just a flat piece. And he cooks the whole piece, and we cut it in half. So So he has a fourth and I have a fourth, and then I grind up the rest and make ham salad for him. He likes ham salad sandwiches. So that really goes for a little piece of ham steak like that, really serves us almost, well, 2 meals for sure, sometimes more, 2 to 4 meals. And that's pretty good price. Oh, am I gluing this down? Did I glue this? No, I'm just doing the tape. I might have to bend some of this, refold some of this so that it fits here without getting clumped up in the center. So, what's your favorite meal? I have to think. What is my favorite meal? I guess I have to unashamedly say I love pizza. I love pizza. I love things like, I love cheesy tomato stuff. Like I love Parmesan, eggplant Parmesan. I love cheesy Italian. I suppose if I had too much of it, I would get tired of it, but I haven't got tired of it yet. I like onion soup. My brother doesn't care for it, but I make it for myself. What else do I like? We have a lot of hamburger. I'm not sold on hamburger, but I will eat it. My brother likes to make those. He'll buy those Johnsonville brats or brats, whatever. He likes those. He buys them with the cheese in them. I'm okay with them. It's not my favorite. Well, let's see. I'm trying to think what my favorite would be. I think my favorite is pizza. I unashamedly say pizza. But then I like roast beef. I like salmon a lot. I don't care for chicken, but I do like salmon. See what you guys are saying. Candy. That's what it is. It's too heavy for me, Rhonda says. What did Candy say? Rhonda, it's probably too heavy. It's a treat for me, and I eat a little, and it doesn't bother me. What are we eating? Kimberly says, really, Rhonda, I put him in my husband's garage because he was wearing a checkered flag overalls. So cute. Oh, is that the big boy? The big boy. I remember there was a big boy. I used to drive by a big boy restaurant on my way to Indianapolis. I used to drive between Nebraska and Indianapolis. When my folks were still alive, I'd drive home and visit them. I'd do a 17-hour drive, stay for a day, and do another 17-hour drive. Take me 17 hours to go from Indy to where my folks lived. That's when I was young and dumb. Let's see, what did Rhonda say that... Oh, Mina says she loves peppered salmon. Kimberly, my husband worked at Big Boy for 43 years. Oh, cool. Now, Big Boy, did they serve the homemade pies? I can't remember. Some of those restaurants would serve those homemade pies. Was that Big Boy? I'm trying to think what restaurant. The Village Inn, but it was more of a local restaurant, would serve those homemade pies. And you could buy them, the whole pie. And you probably still can in some restaurants. Those pay $15 or $20 for a pie. Probably more now. I don't know what they sell for. What did Arlene say? Oh, Cracker Barrel. that's too heavy. The food is too heavy. Your brother would love a toaster oven, Mary. Well, I don't think I could convince him to go buy it, but I could go buy one and start using it, and he might start using it just because it's there, and then he might love it. But I don't think I could say, let's go buy a toaster oven. I think he'd poo-poo it. He'd say, well, why? We got a microwave, we got an oven, we don't need a toaster oven. But it has an air fryer. Well, we got a little mini fryer, it's got grease in it. That's the problem. The grease. What did Laura say? They're saying yum. What did Laura say? Favorite meal is, oh, I don't know what that is. Albondigas? What is that, Laura? Anne says she likes cheesy grits and shrimp. I like the cheesy grits. I'm not sure about the shrimp. When I was working, this was like in 1998, and I could afford it because I was making my own money back then. I was working. I went on a trip with a group of needle workers to England. And we went into one of the restaurants there, and we had fish and chips, and there were shrimps. And I'm not used to eating shrimp with the eyes on it. I couldn't eat the thing. I go, it's got eyes. It's got eyes. It looks like a fish. I need my shrimp. And I don't know if it was deveined. Surely it was already deveined, but I couldn't eat it. Everybody else ate theirs. I'm going, I'm not going to eat it. I'll eat the chips. What is, seafood with baked potato, coleslaw, and garlic. A ribeye, baked, ooh, you guys are making me hungry. Baked potato and garlic. Now, I do like baked potatoes. I like broiled veggies. I do. I can take like a green pepper, a potato, Brussels sprouts, and okra, and all of those, and carrot, and slice them thin, and put olive oil on them, and salt and pepper. I can eat those like almost like candy. I forgot where I left off here. I think this one. I'm just putting the tape on them right now, and then I'm going to go back in and glue them down. That's a torn one. I like ginger snaps. I even like the cheap ones. I have to tell you, these little Dutch girl ginger snaps, they look like this. And you can get them a $1 bag, or you can get them a bag that's $2.89. About the same weight. I swear they're the same cookie. Only the packaging is different. I'm going, I'll eat the $1 ones. Excuse my crunching. Just like when we went to get our flowers yesterday. Last week I bought a pack of 6 pretty marigolds. They're big fluffy yellow ones at Menards. I got a 6-pack for $1.99. Beautiful flowers. Yesterday when we went to Menards, they were all gone. I wanted some more. They were all gone. No more. And so we went over to the Ace Hardware, and they have an outdoor lot. And they had big, beautiful yellow flowers, but they were selling in a pot, a 3-inch pot, 1 marigold for $3.89. I said, well, it may be a little more let's see, I'm not going to glue this one down yet because I want to read it. Oh, that's about personality type, though. I've taken I know my personality. I'm going to glue it down. But I said, I'll plant the seed. Because marigolds are pretty easy to... But the same way with these cookies. You can buy a $1 bag and get about the same amount. I don't know the difference. Or you can buy the $3 bag and feel like you're getting a better cookie, but it's made by the same company. I'm going, what's the difference? There might be a few more cookies in the $3 bag, but not many more. I've had them both now. Don't tell, or they'll take away my $1 bag of cookies. That store where we usually do our grocery shopping, my brother used to work at that store, and he likes to shop there because he sees some of his old co-workers, I think. But it changed hands, and it was sold out to an IGA store. And of course, every time a business changed hands like that, they change things around. And I'm disappointed. It's almost like the Goodwill store. They changed things around. They got rid of their farm. Well, first of all, they got rid of their department store. That's understandable. But they got rid of their pharmacy. They used to have a pharmacy. The bakery had already been gone, but they changed where they put the bread, and they got rid of some of our favorite foods. You know, things that we would go there and buy, we can't get there anymore. And we get this, what is it called? It's a gravy browner. Kitchen bouquet. And I actually went up to the service desk and asked them if they would order it. And they said, well, 2 or 3 people have asked for that. And that was several weeks ago that we asked if they would get it. And they said they would. And every time we go shopping, I look for it and it's not there. And I told my brother, I said, I'm going to, because you can get it off of Amazon. I said, I'm going to get it off of Amazon and take, just like Hobby Lobby, I'm going to take the receipt in and say, we used to get this here, but you're not selling it anymore, so we're going to shop for it on Amazon. Same way with a couple of other products. Same way with Hobby Lobby. I think we have to make our wishes known to these people. I mean, after all, we're the consumer. They're just the supplier. Goodwill is changing their operations. Are, you know, all the knickknacks are gone. No more colors and crafts, and, you know, just shoes and clothes is about all it is. I'm not going to shop for most of the furniture. There's a few kitchen items there, a few little decor items, but not very many. And, you know, she says, I was commenting to the clerk about it, and she says, yeah, we got rid of all the junk. And I said, well, that's what I come here for, is the junk. Oh. I don't come here to buy kids' clothes. I'm sorry, I love kids, but I have no need for 20 aisles of clothing. I think that's going to hurt their business. I really do. I told my brother, I said, I guess we're going to have to check out the Salvation Army. Oh, there's Journey. Hi, Journey. It's always rough when bean counters come in. Yes, it is. They think they're going to make more money, but I think they're going to hurt themselves because they're not serving the public. They think they are, but they're taking away what we go there for. So how is that serving the public? You know, I'm not going to shop there if they don't have what I want. I don't mean that mean or derogatory. It's just common sense. Why go and buy kids' clothes if you don't have a need for kids' clothes? Somebody might have a need for kids' clothes, but I'll bet you most of the people who shop there go there for other reasons. Like those postcards. I bought 5 bags of postcards. I'm always getting books. You can get things like yarns, and I'm going to leave that. Have you been made ready? I like that. You know, things like that is what I would go to Goodwill for. Of course, I got it all upstairs. I'm glad now that I bought what I did when I did, because who knows, I may never be able to get it again. Oh, I got a Goodwill upstairs in my upstairs room. I was up there, what was yesterday? What was I looking for? Can't remember what I was looking for. I was thinking I need to sort out up there. Let's see. Laura says, funny, I was training courtesy clerks and said I would give one of them $1 if they could tell me where the kitchen bouquet is. They didn't know what it was. Oh, my mom used that kitchen bouquet all the time. We use it to brown our gravy. I mean, like when we make a roast. But I told my brother now just to do the baby ribs. But we would use it. We use the meat drippings for the flavor, but it doesn't really brown the gravy a real pretty brown. And that kitchen bouquet is really a browner, a gravy and sauce browner. And you can get it on Amazon. I told my brother I was going to order it. Don't go ordering it now. If you're listening, don't go buying kitchen bouquet. I'll order it. I got to be careful what I say. I talk about this stuff and then it shows up in the mail. Which I appreciate, but I feel so guilty. So don't go buying me any kitchen bouquet. We keep an extra, or we kept an extra bottle of it. We're on our extra bottle. And we've got enough until I order some. I swear, I think I like this side better. I'm going to fold it the other way. Oh, and catalogs. I was showing you guys that seed catalog. We get that Lakeside Collection catalog. Actually, I don't get it. My brother's significant other, who passed away, used to get it. But they still send it here. And then we got it in the mail yesterday. And I was looking, it has a lot of garden and spring stuff in it. And I was looking at it. And there's this beautiful peacock. It's a peacock, kind of a wind. It's not a wind chime, you know, one of those pinwheels for a garden stake or a yard stake. I do think I'm going to buy that. It's really pretty. It's a peacock. And it's made out of, you know, tin, metal. And you stick it in the ground, and it's a pretty one. And stick it there where that hydrangea is growing. Well, I'm getting them taped down. I have to go back and glue them down. What time is it? It's only 7 o'clock. I don't know if I can last until 9, you guys. I might quit a little early today after I get the pages glued together, taped and glued down. I might call it a morning. It's starting to, my 1 o'clock, I wasn't up at 4 o'clock yesterday. I didn't wake up till about 9. But 9 in the morning till 9 at night is 12 hours. And then I woke up at 1:30. So that's what, 9, 10, 11, 12, 10, 11, 12. That's 4.5 more hours. So that's 16.5 hours of being awake. That's a lot. Ooh, I'm not folding it that way. I'm gonna. Oh, this is another one that I can't fold both directions. I'm not gonna tape this one down because I love that stained glass window that they're sitting in front of. I guess it's back here too, but not as. I'll have to think before I tape that one down. They visited often and dream of all the life that could be breathed back into it. They're talking about that old church. I don't think I can glue these pages down. I might make flip pages out of them. I might make flip pages. Here it is too, again, with those stained glass windows. And this is where she starts to do her watercoloring. I can't glue these down. I'll be reading it. It's all about Joanna Gaines doing watercolor. She should appreciate me saying, I can't destroy your wonderful article on watercolor. All right, now we're to the canning. This is what started our discussion this morning, is these pages on canning. That is really pretty though. I did make some dill pickles, not last year, the year before. I made dill pickles. I was so proud of myself. And I probably still have a jar of those in the refrigerator back toward the back. I should probably take them out and throw them away, because I'm the only one who eats them. Dill pickles. It says pickled veggies here. Some of these, not all of them. Remains of the day. It's another article. I just don't think I can glue all of this down. Open shelving. This I can start gluing down again. Right here. So it's more decor stuff. Mina says, I don't have insomnia. I just like to watch Mary, so I adjust my sleeping schedule. Oh, Mina, that's so sweet. Journey, I'm using a 2006 fall issue of the Magnolia Journal. In Everything You Are Capable. This is one I got at the library. I got a whole stack of these type of journals. That looks like a dad hugging a son-in-law. Are you totally ready to meet her dad? I was watching, oh, you know, they have those British shows that are like America's Got Talent, only it's in Britain. And one young man was performing. He played the piano and sang, but his dad, I think he said his dad fought in Afghanistan, and he also worked now as a security, something to do with security, and he wasn't home much. But of course, you know, they arranged for the dad to be there when he performed. And you could tell how proud his mom and dad were of him as he sang his song. And he had talent. even, oh, what's his face? The critical one. I can't remember his name, but he said, you got talent. And he did. He did a really good job. He was a young man. He can't have been any more than 17 or 18 years old. Hi, Angie. Good morning. Sue says, I like to make half sour dill pickles. Yeah, all you need really is, you can either use apple cider vinegar or just plain vinegar. I use the apple cider and dill and what else? I think I put some onion in there. Not a whole lot. Oh, I'm at the end. Am I at the end? Yeah, I'm pretty close to the end. I've got a few pages left here. But they made good pickles. It was his cucumbers that year. They made good pickles. You can make relish, tomato relishes, and all that stuff. That's pretty. What am I going to save here? I think I'll save this side. Save the little bit crib bed. It's warm in here. I might let you guys go early. I'm getting kind of tired. Now, Becky said she wasn't going to stream this week. She said she's got a busy week. This is Tuesday. Beth Schuler will be on. And I don't know if Lisa is planning on streaming. Because usually on Tuesday and Thursdays, Lisa and Tanya stream. But I don't know if Lisa's been streaming by herself. And Tanya, I think, is still in Nebraska. The last I checked with her, I think they were planning on heading down to Des Moines, or over to Des Moines for a while. Of course, that's heading away. They've been visiting their son in Omaha. And she texted me and said, was that yesterday morning? She texted me and said, are you guys okay? We saw that there was a storm out that way. And whatever it was, I slept through it. I didn't even hear my brother. You know, sometimes I sit here and I hear him go get the morning paper. And, you know, I didn't even hear that. I usually take a nap in the mornings after I stream. I'm pretty much down to the end here, one page. But I'm getting kind of tired. I didn't sleep well last night. I woke up about 1 or 1:30. And then I can't get back to sleep, so I played Scrabble with Beethoven. All right, there we are. It's all taped down. Now I need to go back to where I quit gluing. I don't know where that was. I'm still glued in there. That's glued down. And here's someplace I quit gluing. Here. I think this was the last page I glued down. So we're just going to sit here and take the tape off and glue. Arlene says, Kathy Berg. Oh, there's Kathy Berg's channel. Kathy is on this morning. Yeah, she'll be on it at 9 Central, 10 Eastern. I usually get off around 9 o'clock, but I don't know if I'm going to make it that long this morning. I'm running out of steam. Mary's running out of steam. You guys are always saying, Mary, where do you get all your energy? Well, I've been pretty active lately, though. I've been doing all that yard work, and we've been to town twice. We've been to town twice with my brother, and I went up to Grand Island last week to have lunch with Tanya, and we planted a garden Sunday. So I've been pretty active lately. It's been taking the steam out of me. Now, this page got a little crinkly. Let's see if I can straighten this out a little. Not too bad. Yeah, that's better. That works. Just a little crinkle in there, but these are those pages that are torn. And I gotta get, I have one task that I need to do before I can take a nap this morning. Oh, come on. Tape. It's not gonna come off. There. So this is a good way to use up a magazine and still enjoy it for a little while. Eventually you might want to throw it away. It's just going to be a glue book. And usually what I do is I'll come back in here, like I'll save stuff like this: design free, create free, live free, be free. And then I'll put an image down in here. This has the torn pages, 4 torn pages at different lengths. So eventually you might want to throw this stuff away, but I'll probably keep it around with my other journal. I've got 4 shelves of journals over there. And I'm sure I'm not alone. Those of us that do a lot of art journaling, we seem to go from one project to another. That's what makes it fun, though. That's what makes it fun. Now, I might finish this one this way, but I might do another magazine journal a whole different way. A whole different way. Oh, I don't think I taped that. Well, we're not going to pick it up. I didn't put glue in there. Put some glue these pages down on the inside here. Montford Historic District. I think that's in Asheville, North Carolina. They're talking about going to North Carolina, the River Arts District. Now we're getting into this. I like this word, enneagram. I think this is more about personality types. I think I'll leave this for a little bit. I want to read it. And then I'll come back and tape it. And, well, it's already taped. I'll glue it down after I'm done reading it. What they're talking about here. On being made ready. 3 generations shared with the voices who raised them up. I'm not sure what that's all about. And then we're going to the market stuff here. I'll come back in and read that, about that enneagram, whatever it is. Have you been made ready? I'm going to leave that one. I like that picture. Now I think I can tape this one down because he's over here again. See, I did the tape on the top and bottom, and I probably used, this was dollar store. I probably just used half of it. I opened it up this morning for 50 cents. It's going, I paid $1 for it. If I used half, that means I used 50 cents to do this magazine. That's not bad. That's not bad. Homegrown. Now we're getting into the can. No. Homegrown. What this is about. A farm girl at heart. A farm girl at heart. But I think I can take this stuff down. And we will do glue booking on this. And I got Rosemary's Trashanichi that I'm still working in. I'm starting the Rust Journal. I actually wrote in my front porch journal. I did that last night. I wrote my front porch journal a little. Kind of recorded. I'm working in that country the Diary of a Country Lady. Putting my garden stuff in there. Have several things. Then I've got my regular monthly journals. Looks like I glued this one down. I did. I didn't tape it though. I forgot to tape it. Oh well. There it is. And here we are at the old church. Now I can glue this down, but I can't glue. I'm gonna leave these. These are I can't glue them down. And about Joanna, I can't glue all that stuff down till we get to the canning articles here. And I'll glue these down. We'll see what it's like when I actually do the glue booking in here. Whether I eventually glue it down or not. I do like this folded. I like this folded here with the canning. Looks like it's on a shelf. Almost looks like a shadow box in a way. And I looked for that stripping, that wood stripping. And I could find veneer, but it was a light blonde veneer. And I didn't like it. I could have taken it and stained it, but it was a 1/2 inch thick. And I wanted it a 1/4 inch or even an 1/8 inch. And so I went over and looked at the vinyl, and I didn't tape that down. I guess I didn't want to tape that down. And I found what I wanted with the vinyl, but I'd have to order it. And I forgot to look yesterday when we went shopping. All right, I'm going to start here with the tape again. Some of this stuff I'm not ready to glue the pages down yet. I'm going to read it. And speaking of reading, I went to the library the other day. I got my brother his mystery books, and I checked out another book by Jennifer Chavez or something like that. She's a Wisconsin author, and she writes these historical novels. And she's writing her most, well, I don't know if it's her most recent one, a recent one that's come out. She's writing about Mary Todd Lincoln's sisters. It's really interesting because she researches this stuff. And she writes a novel. Of course, it's fiction, but she writes a historical novel based on Mary Todd Lincoln. And, you know, Abraham Lincoln's wife. And after he passed away, and what, two of her sons died, and her one son was still alive, but they worried about her, and so they had a trial and committed her to an insane asylum. But it wasn't like it wasn't, you know, it was a nice facility, I guess, but still. And the novel is based on her oldest, as far as I've gotten in reading the chapters, her oldest sister found out about it. They were trying to keep it from her, not sharing the daily paper with her. And she found out about it, and she's trying to get the other sisters to help her do something for Mary. And it was, you know, it's kind of an interest. It talks about their growing up years and how they were treated and everything. I guess they were from Lexington, Kentucky. Was that where they were from? I can't remember the town. It was a southern town. It was an interesting book. That's the book I'm reading right now. It'd be nice to go get a sketch and sketch in my journal. Maybe I'll do that my next stream, because I like to document what I'm reading, and I could go on Wiki and get a sketch of a picture of Mary Todd Lincoln and do a sketch of her, and then write about this book that I'm reading. So I like to do stuff like that. It helps me document my days. It's a form of art journaling. My art journaling are keepers. Like here, I'm keeping scraps. Yeah, what does this open this way? I guess I wanted this big, beautiful picture here. Big, beautiful chest. Oh dear, I didn't put tape on that. That was the last one. No. Where did I put the tape? I guess I missed that one. I'm just sitting here chattering away. Every now and then I look over. There's Brittany. Hi, Brittany. Candy says, Mary, Walmart has it. Walmart has what? Oh, the kitchen bouquet? Does Walmart have kitchen bouquet? Is that what you're saying, Candy? I'll have to check. I wonder if they sell it retail or if I have to order it online. Sometimes you can only get that stuff online. The way you are making it is interesting. I'll have to go back and see how it started. What are you talking about here? The glue book or something else? Mary, I'm sorry that I can't stay, Angie says. That's okay. Zena's in here. Hi, Zena. Brittany's here. Brittany says, I'm going near Asheville in July for a family reunion. How cool is that? Arlene says, I think the 2nd, because April's was the 9th. For now, there isn't a new hop posted. The hops, the Friday hops are always the 2nd Friday of the month, and the Sunday hops, the Sunday evening hops are always the 4th Sunday of the month. So if it's in April, whatever month you're talking about the hop, just look for if it's a Friday night hop, it's always the 2nd Sunday. And if it's a Sunday night hop, it's always the 4th Sunday. And then if it's a Saturday video hop, it's always the 4th Saturday. And let me tell you, 3 hops is just about all I can handle. 3 hops is about all I can handle. Getting them together, and I'm somebody who, I choose the themes at the last moment. I'm not somebody who pre-plans and does videos ahead of time and all of that. I'm more of a, I get my ideas lickety-split on the last minute type thing. But a lot of the participants in the hop like to work ahead. And so that's taught me to get my act together a little bit more. But it also has me hopping. It has me hopping because I like to kind of write it out, and then you have to get the schedule together. And I have found for myself that if I do the hop as a live stream for myself to introduce it, that works for me. Live streams work for me. But I had a bit of a trouble last month. I'm gonna have to figure out what happened, because I scheduled it like I thought I was supposed to, but somehow when I went to go to the video that I scheduled, it messed up on me. So I had to do a whole different video, so the link was not the same. All right, there we go. It's all glued together. Let me throw away all my scrappies here. Look at all of these. These are what irritate me. All these little scrappies. We just get them by the handful and drop them in. Yeah, I think all the hops, everybody who's participated in these hops, all the streamers have done such a wonderful job. Just have done a wonderful, they take the theme and run with it, even though it may not be exactly what they would do, and all of these hops have turned out. In fact, this glue book is a result of watching Crafty Mama's hop. Now I'm going to leave this open for a while and the back open for a while. I might eventually make a pocket out of the front cover and but it grows fat, so I guess there's enough room for this to grow. But I'm not going to glue book in it this morning. I'm kind of tired. What time is it? It's only 7:30 or just about 7:30, but I'm kind of tired. I think I'm going to go take a nap. So if somebody out there wants the stream, we got a whole bunch of people in here watching. Brittany says, yeah, the glue book, it looks cool. The ones Tanya and Lisa made are similar, but they made signatures from magazines, while Mary is keeping hers inside the magazine. Yeah, I got this from, I like this. I was watching Shelley, Crafting Mamas, and I think she picked this up from Carla at Caged Fish. But I like how she did this because, it's just it's a way to use up a magazine that probably would have gotten either cut out of or tossed. And it's a way to make a nice little glue book. I did this in January, and here it is May, so yep, I'm ready to do another one. I was going to make a card this morning, but I'm just really tired, so I think I'm going to let you guys go early. You guys, I'm going to let you go home early this morning. I'm not going to keep you. Thank you, Arlene, for dropping those links. I really appreciated it. Mary Winging It Abrams. Yeah, that's kind of what I do. I'm kind of, I don't really pre-plan too much. I do a little. I kind of say, okay, now what am I going to do for my Friday night stream? I might do something like that, but usually while I'm doing something, while I'm working on it, I get an idea and I go off on a rabbit trail. So I'm not one for really pre-planning a whole lot. Like you will never see me sit down and do a journal. I might jot down ideas that I have for videos, but I'll never say on Tuesday of 3 months from now, I'm going to do this video. I just, not how I work. I guess it's too structured for me. I'm a little bit more spontaneous in what I'm doing. Like I'm working away and I go, oh, I got a great idea. Let me try this. just like when I was showing that Battenberg tablecloth that Barb Owen sent. I'm going, wouldn't it be neat? And I still need to do that. I'm too tired. I got to mow the lawn today too. So that's why I want to go rest. But it would be neat to, and I don't want to do a big old journal page or a big old clunky piece that she won't enjoy. I'll do something either 6x6 or 8x8 that she can put in a journal. And I want to do a Battenberg mandala. Now that's a mandala that I could probably do and enjoy, because if you look at lace, yeah, I could probably do a Battenberg one and sketch it out first, and then maybe actually do one and stitch it up. And she could even put maybe a smaller one, you know, not a big, huge doily type thing that she'd go, what am I going to do with this now? Just put it in your cedar chest, Barb. So you all have a good day. Beth Schuler will be on this evening. I don't know if Lisa's going to come on this afternoon. You can watch for her. Kathy Berg will be on at 9 Central, 10 Eastern. And I might, depending on how I feel, if I get too tired, I won't. But I might stream tomorrow morning and just make my card and pick this stuff up and work on this. So have a great day, everybody. Go do a glue book. Cut pictures out of magazines. That's what we do when we get older. It's fun. Look, I got all of these. I'm going to fussy cut these for my Rusty journal. That's what I'm going to do after I take a nap. Bye, everybody. Have a great day. I may or may not be on tomorrow morning. Bye.